What we're declaring could seem like trolling to some people, but for us, these are things of real value. Books and other things from our campaigns that we devised, that we produced. These mean a lot more to us because they are symbols of our fight and, moreover, symbols of the success we have been able to achieve. This is a copy of Taras Shevchenko's Kobzar that I inherited from my grandmother who died in Donetsk, a city I cannot visit now, unfortunately. I don't know when I will be able to visit there again. Therefore, this book is a significant reminder for me. Plus, it's also my favorite Shevchenko edition. That's why I thought it was worth declaring. The same goes for this constitution, which was created as a symbol for everything we have, because activists are constantly challenging this issue, especially those activists who are oppressed, discriminated against, who have been dragged through this mud, and so on. Actually, all of the correct things are written here, and that's what we are defending.
On the whole, most of the politicians are declaring things that are valuable to them, things like gold relics and gold bullions. So we declare the things that are valuable to us, and the things that we consider invaluable. For me, these are my dogs and cat. They were looking for a home, they came from Luhansk. Their family moved and left Ukraine for abroad. And then it turned out that nobody wanted to take the old cat because he was already 13 years old. Everyone only wanted to take the Labrador. And I said, no, they will go only together, so it will be easier for them to adopt. And that's how they ended up as a part of our family. 3 years ago, when the war was at its height, and it's what the most valuable to us. And in fact, I cannot imagine my life without them. The law on declarations for activists is absurdity. The whole world recognizes this as an absurd, and it should be abolished in Ukraine. Nevertheless, as a civil activist, and even more so an anti-corruption activist, I cannot break the law. I have to declare everything. In fact, I have declared everything I own, my whole estate, all of my income, everything required by law.
This is an invaluable piece of art which we brought in front of Parliament in 2014. It was the old Parliament then, mostly the Party of Regions. We were thinking of ways to make them vote out of their comfort zones and their laws. So we thought of this anti-corruption butt.
І придумали антикорупційну дупу.
They have made corrupt amendments to the anti-corruption law. This is the law on which the Anti-Corruption Bureau will be founded.
Привезли її, пообіцяли.
We brought it there and promised to stick the names of all the MPs who did not vote for the anti-corruption law on this piece of art. And they were afraid they did not want their names to be immortalized on here. Since then, honestly speaking, there have been many moments like that when we wanted to get our butt and take it out for a walk. We still think that the situation in the country has not gotten so bad that we have to take our butt out for a walk again. We hope there will be more constructive arguments which we can take to our leaders in government. You don't think this is serious? This convinced the majority in parliament to vote for the anti-corruption law. The butt can do anything. It is invaluable. Do you understand? I declared the butt together with the co-owner Tatiana Peklun. We still haven't decided who gets the right side and who gets the left side. It's a 50-50 split. We see this display as a G-string on this butt. We think they symbolize reform in the country. The reforms, just like the G-string, are meant to exist in this country, but they actually don't.
Yachts mean yachts, and another 500 square meter building. Is there? Why? I want more. Euro has 800? Really? I want 800. I want more than Euro. All the same, there is a 9-year-old Lancer that my wife drives, a house bought on credit, and the debt on the house. That is. And from the more pleasant items, I have a gift from the author. A book about Euromaidan. The book is valuable because it contains many photos, our experts, friends and colleagues from the center. I just think that this whole declaration story is largely down to the fact the government actually thinks that we live like they do. So at last we're showing them how anti-corruption activists really live. And it is important for us to show that we are not like them, that we have different values to them. The law itself has created a host of problems for anti-corruption organizations. And not just for those of us in Kiev. We can defend ourselves. We have journalist friends, there are big national media organizations, there are diplomatic representatives. Imagine how this law works at the level of those in Kharkiv or Odessa. It will destroy activists with criminal proceedings. I think that the book distracts from income or material values, which they declared. I submitted my declaration twice, even though I wasn't obliged to do so by law. I submitted it in this time and I will submit it when the law is abolished. And it definitely will be abolished. Just showing that we don't have a problem with it. There is a huge difference between myself and the officials. I do not live off the Ukrainian taxpayers' money and I have no governmental authority. But if politicians tell me to report my assets like civil servants, I don't have a problem with that. Give me authority and I will not ask for much. A production license and access to documents, and everything will be above board. I'll submit declaration 5 times a year if you want. Give me the right to interrogate some of your colleagues.
Дайте мені право допитати кількох з ваших колег.